So last night we started a film called Clock and got to finish it up today. So this is about the pressures of having a child. So this woman doesn't really want to have a kid. She's 37 years old, about to turn 38. She's considered geriatric now, and so, the pressure's on. Her family, her friends, everyone's giving her shit. Why don't you have a kid yet? She has this great life, and she doesn't want to have a kid. And there's a lot of people who are going to relate to this, and everybody pushing them to have a kid. And she's like waiting for her biological clock to kick in, but it isn't. So her gynecologist tells her there is a trial that is going on right now that's supposed to kick it into overdrive. That's supposed to start it if it hasn't started yet for you. So she enrolls herself in it, lying to her husband that she's going off to do something else because she hasn't fully committed and she doesn't know, So she goes, and while she's there, it does kind of start working, but with scary consequences.
Side effects.
Yes. Yeah. Imagine one of those commercials on this product, and they do that like really happy beginning, then the middle, and it's like you may see demonic entities. Side effects may include
demonic entities.
That would and then they go right back to the check if this works for you today. So okay, Kayla and I both were really big fans of this.
Yes.
And I think that I feel like the film really succeeds in every way. Because the film is very metaphorical, symbolic, and allegory. There's so many things at play here. And I think that it really works well in those ways.
Yeah, it has wonderful acting from everybody. The lead especially is, she carries the film. Mm-hmm. And I think, you get really invested in her. Super early on and stay invested throughout the whole film. Yeah. The imagery, like you were saying, like the symbolism and everything is very powerful, and there's like a bunch of scenes in particular. There's one scene that we both really love that's like super messed up, but great and like very important for the theme of the film. The atmosphere is great. Like, I don't have any complaints with the movie at all right now, so I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, I think that this image, this sequence, the image within the sequence, which is a moving image, it's not like a still image or anything, but this image is something that I think will be a standout for the year, and it has to do with a ticking clock. You'll see what I mean when you see it. It's during the deprivation chamber scene, and they show it a couple times in the film, and it's just something that I'll never forget. I think it fits the film perfectly, and is a really striking, shocking image on purpose. Yeah. To send the message home here in a really grotesque way, and I do think that it will shock and maybe even offend some audiences, but I don't really give a shit.
No, I think I do think it is supposed to be a kind of shocking image. Yeah. But I think it's done very well, and I really like it.
Yeah, it might be my favorite shocking thing I've seen this year, because it's just something I've never seen, and I thought it was really cool, not only just visually, but like connected to the plot of the film, and it's great visual interpretation of what's happening to her.
Yeah, very relevant.
And done in a very shocking way. So, A+ there. And as Kaylee said, the acting from her is great, and I think that she gives a performance that is similar in tone and dramatics to Kevin Bacon's daughter in Smile.
Yes.
I always forget what her first name is.
Yeah.
Starts with like an S, doesn't it? But she was excellent in that, and I don't know, I just got a very similar vibe off their performances and the way their character breaks down throughout the film. There's also a lot of references and connections and symbolism to the Holocaust, because her family is Jewish and she's getting a lot of pressure from her dad to have a kid because their family survived the Holocaust, and he thinks that it is her duty to keep their bloodline alive because there's, you know, very few of them left from that lineage that survived, which adds this whole other layer of guilt
Yes.
onto somebody who doesn't want a kid.
Right.
Right. And she's like being forced into it. And this is, you know, she has this like perfect idealistic life.
Yeah.
She's super happy. And she, you know, of course, it's a horror movie. Everything falls apart because she's trying to please everyone else.
Exactly.
And I think that's great. I think this is a wonderful film, especially for women, especially women who have families who are pressuring them heavily into having kids and they don't want kids, but they feel guilt. I know there's some people who are just like, I don't want kids, and everybody get fucked.
Yes.
But like, there's other people who are like, I don't want to have kids, but like, I don't want to let anyone down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think this is the perfect film for you.
Yeah, I think it will, for some people, be, I mean, triggering in a bad way for some people and triggering in a good cathartic kind of way for others. It definitely highlights some specific fears that I think only females can really experience. So
I'll say this about the film too, and I think this is important. This to me, and I'd have to really sit down and think about it, but as far as 2023 films, this feels, off the top of my head, like the most personal movie. This is definitely the kind of film you watch and you go, this meant something to the person who made it. Right? This isn't just entertainment.
Right. This
is important. This is you know, art. This is expressive art. That's connection, that has a connection to them very intimately.
Yeah.
I can feel it when I'm watching the movie. With the ending, with everything that happens in this movie, it has a lot to say, and it does it in a very stylistic and you know, like, I don't want to say competent, because competent sounds like it's just good enough, but expertly crafted. I think that you know, while I don't think it's like, you know, this incredible masterpiece of a film, I can absolutely see someone thinking that it is, because of their just connection to the material.
Totally. Yeah.
Right. And I do think that this movie probably will hit a little harder with women than men. It's definitely more geared towards the female experience.
Yeah.
But I am a man, and I still greatly enjoyed it, and I still understood everything that was going on, even if I couldn't properly empathize in a specific way.
Right.
But I still felt it, and that's where I'm saying the expertly crafted storytelling there is, because I am somebody who is, you know, disconnected from that, you know, connection. Right, where I'm not a woman, so I don't know what it's like to be pregnant. I don't know what it's like to have the biological clock or any of those kinds of experiences, or the pressure of getting impregnated.
Right.
Like I don't have any connection to that kind of stuff, but I sure as fuck felt it.
Yeah.
With this character, and I felt for her, and that's really, really good execution in my opinion. And as far as the ending goes, if you didn't get it, watch it again. Or pay closer attention, because it does make sense.
Yeah.
Because I think some people will be like, just pay attention to everything that Dad says. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
The only like negative I'll throw out there that comes off the top of my head right now is that there is a very, very obvious twist where you're like, this happened. You say it the second it happens, and then you're waiting like 15-20 minutes for them to be like, this is what happened.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, come on, like, reveal that that's what happened. Right? Oh, and there's an amazing set design on a nursery.
Yes.
That I love.
The nursery design was really, really
There's
cool.
a reveal in a nursery that that I was like, ooh, I'd keep that room in my house.
Yeah.
But you'll understand why the person doesn't like the room.
Yes.
So, but that's it. Definitely check it out if
Yeah.
you're not sexist and you don't overuse the word woke.
Yeah.
You'll probably enjoy this, especially if you're a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know if it's on Hulu. It's really good. Definitely going to be a sleeper hit of 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
All right,
recommendation.
guys. Bye.
Bye.